There we go. Oh, it looks like it's working too. Excellent. For some reason, Windows decided to reset my audio settings and move things.
It never goes well when he does that. Try to
Hmm.
remember.
Alrighty. So, as a recap, you guys started following the religious folks that you had previously encountered and sent north. These religious fanatics who seem to have some sort of magical artifact with them that, upon gazing on it, made you kind of fall in line with their religious stance, which seems to be along the lines of sinners must be punished. Um, Things did not go well when Trustius fell victim to that, but
Sorry.
cooler heads prevailed, and you managed to talk to the cultists after putting a harpoon through their leader's leg and almost severing it, and convinced them to give a wide berth to your village. But then, after meeting somebody who had escaped from them, decided that, okay, we really do need to track these people down. Took kind of a circular route through the swamps and back into the hills, following the trail, encountering some sort of water drake that had apparently attacked them, killed a few, ate a few, dismantled their uh, penitent contraption, making it a little bit easier to follow them. Uh, but the trail ended what seems to be an excavation site of some nature. No sign of the religious people, but there are other individuals here wearing the same sort of colors, enough to indicate that they are part of the same group, the same city, town, village, faction, religion. You're not entirely sure. But it seems like some of the slaves, at least, were handed off to these folks at this dig site, um, put to manual labor under watch. And there's probably about a half dozen folks guarding them. A couple of which are wearing like full on plate armor, and have mounts, have horses. No indication exactly as to what it is they're trying to dig up, but Braith um, reacted strongly to whatever it is that's happening. And when we left off, you guys were deciding what exactly you wanted to do, if anything.
Toward the dig site.
And Brias had its tingling sense ticked off, possibly one of its brethren being excavated.
It's possible.
Something over there is being done that I need to
Stop.
check out. Not sure about stop.
Well, they seem to be pushing some slaves. The question is, do we talk or do we surprise? Or
They
do
have the
you...
numbers. Makes more sense for us to attack first.
Wait, you want us to attack them, be the aggressor on this when they outnumber us by how much? Granted, we don't know what the slaves' reaction is going to be, but
There was like 4 guards, 2 people in full plates on horses, and the overseer, plus the slave.
If these people are slavers, they will not allow our village to survive without us being under their thumb. That is not a place that I want to be. They don't strike me as people that are willing to accept a sorcerer in their midst.
I'm all out for swift dealing with those people, but I know that usually city folk don't agree with that kind of tactics. Henceforth, why I request what you people want to do about this. My vision might be a bit preconceived on this.
Well, if we're going to do this, then I would suggest letting me test out this one thing that the scepter can do to see if that can give us a tactical advantage in some way.
Which part of it?
The
Apparently,
earthquake part, I guess.
what?
The earthquakey part, I guess.
Yeah, the earthquakey part.
Oh. Yes.
As long
Can
as
you
you
man?
can, if you can do it without harming the slaves.
Well, I've never used it, and I've never done anything like this, so I don't know what the effect will be.
And trust me, sometimes even when you've done it before, the cause is tricky and it's random.
Well, as long as they're bunched up together, it should work. But yeah, be careful.
This is the first time I'm using this, so I'll be as careful as I can be with something I've never played with before.
Yep.
Fun having something like that, isn't it?
No, it is
Are we
not.
all on the same page about this?
That
I'm absolutely
slavers are
terrified.
bad, and that we need to get whatever they're digging up.
Yeah, and that we should just jump them instead of trying to speak with them.
On that, I agree.
Chris, I'm going to reach down and put my hand on the pommel of the sword.
Okay.
Am I getting, other than the go over there, am I getting any kind of impression from it?
Give me an insight roll.
No. Because that always goes well. Oh,
I think you
dear.
should think about insight as a skill. Just
I
saying.
need to save up a lot of XP.
Speaking of which, I
Ah.
need to train before we do this because I need to dodge better.
I can protect you. What are you talking about?
Goldie's not made for war.
Goldie's not made for looking over tall objects either. Hmm.
And I'm your scout.
I'm afraid to push that. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Oops. But I got a success.
We don't want the fighter thinking anyway.
No, you probably don't. She's not very good at it.
All right. So you pick up not so much like anger or vengeance or anything that you might maybe be thinking of getting. Instead, it's more of a feeling of longing.
Okay. Desi will have a small frown on her face as she pulls her hand away from the sword.
You all right, Dizzy?
Me? Yeah. Uh. Not sure about Brigith.
No.
Usually, when I get usually when I get a feeling from it, or an urge, or shove, it's to draw it and kill something. It's usually violent, and that's fine. Except that's not what I'm getting now, and I don't know what to think about the impression I'm getting from it.
What is it? What is it? What kind of impression is it? Like what? It's not bloodthirsty, murderous rage.
Yeah, it's longing.
But
Maybe
it. But it.
maybe it had a lover among the people who became the different item. Somebody close to him.
More likely what they're digging up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Maybe we can
I'm
cross-reference it. How do you feel about touching the scepter right now, Risen?
Do you get feelings from that thing?
Oh, I assumed. I don't know.
And Desi will be looking at Risen when she asks.
From the scepter? I don't think
Yeah.
so, unless Chris hasn't told me.
Nothing yet, but you haven't spent as much time binding with it, so.
Oh, well, I haven't like studied it to with quality time or anything like you seem to have. So I can't say, but I mean, I haven't felt anything from it so far.
Well, they are related. We know that for sure.
So are we going with the earthquake plan for now then, and then charge?
Perhaps save the earthquake when they close on us. See if we can prevent the slaves from being armed.
Okay.
Over time? Or
Yep.
Risen, or anybody who isn't me. What's your eyesight like? Can you see better? Any markings or something on the, I don't know, are they soldiers? The folks on the mounts.
What I could see is that they wear the same color as the cultists we've seen.
Right.
Could anybody piece out what kind of weapon they have? Or any other symbol like that?
Whoever would like to take a look and give me a scouting roll.
I'd like to try.
I will.
All I can see is they're in uniforms and on mounts.
I got one success.
All right. So you get a little bit closer, not close enough to draw attention, but enough so you can kind of get eyes on. So what you see, the mounted folks, the two mounted folks, have plate armor, flails, fair-sized shields, and then kind of slung with their horses are crossbows. the one that seems to be the overseer, is wearing chainmail. He's got a shield, and he's got a hand axe and a long sword strapped to him.
And they were on armored mounts, weren't they?
Yeah, just like light barding sort of thing. This one over here, the actual guards that you see, of which there are 4, all seem to have leather armor and short swords. No obvious missile weapons. But one of them. Let's see what the hell that's obvious. One of them has 4 arms.
It's actually
One of them has what look almost like bat wings growing out of his shoulder blades. That's what you see for obvious mutations.
Okay, I didn't know how much I needed to purge them, but I think I need to purge them more now.
What about like symbols, regalia, something like that, or anything interesting like that?
Emblazoned on the shields is that same sort of misshapen rust symbol that the religious individuals had. Enough to denote that they're followers of the same religion.
Maybe I'll stay here and watch the village.
The village is the better part of a day back that way.
Yeah, I think that's what he was counting on. My worry is that Brieth is less interested in what they're digging up and more interested in being carried by someone who is official. Does that make sense?
Not really.
We don't.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Brieth has this thing about criminals, right?
Clearly.
We've talked about that a few times. I'm not exactly law enforcement. And I'm concerned that maybe they are. Maybe she's longing to be on the side of somebody who has a title that isn't vagabond number 2.
Maybe.
Someone who actually has a title or position or authority in
This-
matters of justice.
This tells me we need to officiate the city titles. We need to give a bit of order to our town and give the appropriate title so we can enforce the rules of our village.
Yeah, for all 30 people.
Hey, it's a tribe. It needs rules. It needs law enforcer. We have guards now. One of them is with us right now.
That's true. It just strikes me as weird. Anyhow, I can't tell if the longing is for what they're digging up or it's for a position of authority.
If
Or
Brias
the
is gonna side with the slave driver, I think we need to contradict it. That's my position.
we need to what?
Contradict it.
Yeah, I mean,
Disagree with
I
it.
know. The person I dream with, wouldn't, I don't think would approve of slavers at all. The sword, I'm not sure. Because they're the same, but they're not. Which sounds so incredibly stupid when I say it out loud. But they are and they're not.
I don't think it matters. The sword approves or does not approve. These people have slaves. And slavery is something that we've chosen not to embrace.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's never refused to hit somebody when I've swung it. I just don't want today to be the day that it starts, you know?
Demons in plate armor? Yeah, I wonder why.
What's in plate armor?
Demons.
demons adjacent.
Yeah, maybe it's for what it's digging up.
Maybe there's another artifact down there.
Maybe it just wants whatever they got out of the ground already. Maybe it is keen to kill them. Maybe I'm just not. I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a dream lately. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong.
Soul that's in that sword is ancient. It's lives many, many of your lives. You're just a bug to it in many ways. Fleeting. Passing.
Yeah, well, I'm the bug that carries it from place to place, so
Today, yes.
otherwise it's stuck in the ground someplace.
But you're not its master.
Just a companion. Probably.
In some ways, I expect that you're more a tool to it than it is to you.
I mean, it's not the worst thing I've been called.
Regardless, the slaves need to be freed.
I agree.
And we should find a way to do so.
I will leave the thinking part of that up to you guys. I will. We all know what my strength is, and it's not in the thinking part of it. I think it'd be better if we could split them off somehow, so that we're not dealing with however many of them at once. But that's like the best part of my contribution, other than actually going and swinging.
Hey, Chris.
Yep.
I suppose since I've never used it, I'm not normally a magic wielder. I have no idea about the range, area of effect, etc. for that earthquake, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Just keeps getting better and better.
It'd be so nice if you could like pick who it attacks.
Yeah. Well, here's one idea. If you want, I could move a distance away, unleash the earthquake, and see if, depending on what the effect is, maybe it's enough of a diversion to split some of them up and come, let's say, looking for me. And then I can try and circle back.
How far can it shoot?
I have no idea. I've never wielded this thing before in that manner.
We have no idea how many times you'll be able to make the earthquakes in the day. I would try to use this tactically as much as we can, even if we don't have all of the information.
Well, tactically, it would make sense to do it right now while they're in a pretty close cluster.
Yep, I agree. And
most of that cluster is slaves. Perhaps hit the
Really,
northwest.
we want you.
oh, they're the mutant guards on one side, but I would try to specifically hit the two guards on the horse and the overseer with it. I think they will be the one that causes the most trouble.
Which one of us runs the fastest?
Which one of us is what?
Not it.
Runs the fastest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not it either. That's,
Probably
I mean,
me.
strong, yes, but not really quick.
I assume it's either Justice or me.
I got 6 dice.
In running? What is running? Move?
Move. Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't me.
Yeah, everybody is roughly the same speed, right? Because you can move 1 or 2 zones.
Chris, can you clarify something from the map?
Yep.
The horsemen and the guards, which tokens are they? Because I'm seeing this like, misgrown warriors with a number and then all over. So I'm just curious if each token, is there a cluster? Like, I'm just trying to clarify how many.
The ones that say misgrown warriors are the guards with the leather armor, and some of them with obvious mutations. So altogether, there are 5 of them. And then the 2 that say Iron Guard are the mounted plate armor wearing guys.
Because looking at because when I'm looking, like, I see 4 tokens that all say misgrown warriors with different number values in brackets.
Yep, that's just so you guys can say, like, I'm going to hit number 1 or number 2 or number 3.
Oh, okay. So that doesn't mean that this token represents 3 guys or 5 guys. That's just a number thing for us to say warrior number this.
Yeah, it's just to differentiate them.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep.
Remember what you told us before, Desi. When you're not sleeping, the sword thinks in more simpler concepts, if I remember well.
You're muted.
Sorry. When I'm asleep, I can talk to her. Like people. And when I'm awake, the sword isn't as much of a thinker, and certainly doesn't like just standing around talking.
I feel it only process one emotion at a time when it's not In your
When I'm
sleep
awake.
mode, when you're awake, yeah. That's the reverse of sleep mode is awake. Thanks.
I've had enough blows to the head. Sometimes thinking just isn't really the word isn't the right one.
Sometimes my brain cannot English, so I lose it. But
Sometimes you think like my
when
sword.
you're awake, I feel it can just possess one emotion at a time. So if it sees being brought out of the ground, someone as a linguist, that might be overpowering, and that's why it's longing that you're feeling.
I don't know.
This being said, I think your best bet is to try to finish this swiftly, and you can have a sleep talk with it at some point, and try to get our friend back, and at the same time get our friends back. Well, freeze and place. Friends to be. Yeah.
Are we actually thinking about taking like hours before we do something about this?
No, I'm thinking about doing it swiftly before they just take the relic and go away.
Okay, good. That's just making sure we're on the same path there, because
I
as
was
much as
meaning
I
that.
appreciate a good nap, I don't think I'm going to be able to just stand here for
Yeah, I was meaning
hours
you
while
can
that's
clarify the situation with it afterward. Not now.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a clarification before hours from now.
So I propose we try to circle them so we can attack them from the side where the guards are. So you can try to place that earthquake in that places where the guards on horses with the overseer are. And we can try to notify the slave that we are there to save them. Probably they're gonna start noticing when we harpoon their captor.
Okay.
Maybe just a little.
While you guys are discussing, either Kaldi or Okatai, since you guys are both have scouting 6, one of you can give me a scouting roll.
I can do it.
Just as a note, you can't push this roll because it's a passive roll. You're not actively doing anything.
Nice roll.
Right. Perfect. All right. So as you guys are discussing,
Mm.
Kaldi, you hear some shouts from the dig site.
Oh no.
Seems to be some excitement.
And what is it? I'll take a look.
So you make your way back over to like the little bit of a vantage point you have, probably in this this like more heavily treed area. So you kind of creep up to the edge, and you see one of the slaves seems to be handing off an item to the leader. It seems like he's gone down into the pit, and the slave is handing over something. With 2 successes, it looks like it's a crown, probably recently unearthed, but like sparkling gold in the afternoon light.
I want a crown.
Obviously, Kelby has spotted the crown. There was a crown. Kelby got 2 successes on spotting it.
That's right. All right, guys. I go back. It's like, all right, guys, we got to take these guys down.
All right, Okatai, lead us in.
Goldie's in on this now. There's a gold crown. He wants it.
Resin, you're okay to try to unleash the
earthquake? Yeah,
Earthquake.
I'll do my best.
On the back guard.
I have no idea if I can target this, so this is the first time I'm doing it. So we'll see how it goes.
Try your best, and I'll try to harpoon the most important guy I can find. Get the two iron guards in the background, and I'm gonna try to get the leader if I can. Or should I try to unhorse one of the guys? What do you guys
The
think?
one with the crown.
Okay. I'm gonna go fishing. So I'll let Risen do the honor of starting the fight, and I think I cannot coordinate with him, so it's gonna be with initiative afterwards. If I understood the system well enough.
Okay. All right. So who is moving to where?
Can we move before combat starts?
Kind of depends on where you want to move to.
I would like to move back.
Where you are currently, nobody has had to make any stealth rolls.
I'm good with where I am, honestly. I'm good with where I am.
Okay.
It's the captain that has the crown?
Yes.
All right.
Sorry, when you say captain, do you mean the overseer?
Yeah. Captain Gerald.
But don't put the earthquake where he is. Put it behind where the iron guards are.
If there's an opportunity, I would like to get to long range as opposed to close range.
At long range, you will not be able to shoot into the pit.
Crap. Okay, I will stay here, but thematically, I know it's the same zone. I'll be back here.
I'm going to also back up a bit before I unleash this, because I don't know what this is going to do.
I'm the guy with the longbow. I should be in the back.
Yes, for sure.
I'm gonna try at some point to get throwing harm so I can throw my harpoon like at long range. Surprise fishing.
I mean, normally I'm a melee guy, but screw it.
Well, right now you're the earthquake guy, so.
Yeah, so Chris, I have no idea how to unlock the ability of a magic item, so I don't know if it's a concentration, if it's do I have to meditate with my scepter like Desi does with the sword?
Nope. The sword or the scepter just requires you to activate it for the day, which eats 1 agility and 1 wits.
Oh, right, I take damage for it. Okay, do I mark that myself?
But it's activated for the day?
Yep.
That's nice.
That's not nice. It's agility and wits.
I mean, if you had to activate it every time, that would be terrible. That was my point.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so I marked off the damage. I know there's a power roll there on the explanation.
Yep, I'll just be a sec. So what the earthquake does is earthquake is single target, but its power level is a D6 plus 2, and that's how much damage it does. And it is capable of doing that damage to structures.
Oh, it's single target.
It's single target.
Captain, probably.
Yeah. Like the real use of it is the fact that it
blows up a building.
Blows up buildings.
I guess it made difficult terrain in the zone where it was used.
It does do that as well.
That's why I wanted to hit the back guard so that the zone where the horses become difficult terrain.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
That was my thought. So they cannot flee, they cannot go for reinforcement and stuff like that.
So which area should I target, or which person?
I would hit Iron Guard but that's my position.
Yeah, Iron Guard what?
So that the back zone become difficult terrain, so they have a harder time getting reinforcement and charging us and stuff like that. That's my logic.
Works for me. I'll go with that, Chris.
I have a question for everyone. Do the pop out button disappear for everyone else?
Oh, I may not have pop out configured. One sec.
Oh, okay, good. If it's just that, fine. We can go on.
Here, one sec. Things are going to refresh here. All right, guys.
Yep.
Hopefully with less enemies.
No.
We need to cast a spell first for that to happen.
This is a bad fight, guys. In a
Oh,
game
yeah.
that fighting's bad. So
There we go. Pop-up module should be activated.
I actually can play on the computer tonight, so I'm gonna take advantage of it.
Aha.
I see nothing but black.
yeah, it's loading.
Scroll out. I have to reset up my talents around the edge of my screen.
Just takes a second. I'm up.
Okay. All right. So Ryzen, you're going to unleash an earthquake towards the back area.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. All right. So it is a D6 plus 2 for the power level of the earthquake.
That's a lot.
Sorry, can you repeat that number?
D6 plus 2.
Sorry, how am I doing that roll? Do I just click the D6 and I get the option to add +2?
Yep. Click the D6 and then the little plus symbol twice.
Oh. Never added.
I clicked too many D6s. How do I change that or reduce it?
Right click the D6 should take it away. Oh, power level of 3. All right, and you were targeting the Iron Guard in that guy?
I'm targeting whoever was recommended. The map keeps moving on me.
Okay.
Yeah, Iron Guard 1 seems like a good bet.
All right. So the ground, like, Ryzen takes the staff, kind of stumbles a little bit with it as it drains some of his agility, and then just kind of just like you saw the undead king do, he like just kind of slammed the end of it down into the ground, and this crack forms in the ground, just kind of shoots up, and the ground explodes underneath that guy and his mount, inflicting some damage on him. And trees fall over, and there's tremors in the area. Rocks erupt. That whole zone now is difficult terrain, and he takes some
Nice.
damage that bypasses armor. But obviously now they know you are here.
That's been announced.
So everybody can roll some initiative.
Did that create a crack between us and them?
Kind of.
Okay. I was just wondering, like, how do they know someone is around, or do they know someone's over there in those trees?
Basically, kind of like that.
Gotcha. That's an awful lot of dice.
All right, you guys can roll some initiative.
I'm trying. Oh, it's draw initiative card, right?
Yeah.
So many games. This is a terrible draw. Terrible.
Wow.
I got a 2.
Need a roll
See.
for Kogan.
Yep. It's giving me the no numbers left.
Yeah.
Because there are so many people.
I got a 6.
I'm fine with switching if somebody wants my 3.
Couldn't you use your thing again?
Think I can only use it once per
Once
quarter
per
day or whatever.
once per quarter day.
Oh. Okay. Um,
I potentially can do some work before we get started.
Okay. Well,
Okatai's already early. I mean, I can fire twice, right? So
okay.
okay.
How far can you fire with a bow?
this whole map.
Oh, sweet. Leave Misgrown Warrior number 2 for me, because I can get to him in 1 round.
Sorry, can you refresh my memory quickly on short range?
Short range is the next zone over.
So, given where I am right now, that would constitute what, the closest guard to me that I can see, the closest token?
Yep.
Okay.
But first of all, the captain is going to shout out some orders and switch initiative with one of his folks.
Oh no.
Because he can do that. He's going to use a fast action to outnumber his axe. He's going to move to here. Actually, no, he's not going to unlimber his axe. He's just going to bring his shield up. And move to there. And then... Desi looks like a danger. So he's going to melee charge Desi.
Oh.
Well, I changed everything.
Does he have the crown?
He does.
All right.
Is he wearing it?
He is.
Shit. Okay. Can I parry it? Dodge it?
You can try to parry it, or you can dodge it.
Parry is based on strength, dodge is based on agility?
Yep.
I will try to parry it.
Okay.
Because I do not like the idea of getting smacked by a guy wearing a crown that I don't know anything about.
Alrighty.
You attack first, right?
Yep. Does that have his axe?
Oh, that was a lot of dice.
That was a shitty ass roll on for me though.
That's okay. I'm perfectly alright with that.
Oh, that guy looks like trouble.
All right, perfect. So yeah, he comes running up and puts like the full weight of himself behind this shield and slams into you. And you're like, your feet move back an inch or two, and you have the feeling that this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he looks like someone who's had some training.
He does.
You know who else has subtraining? Okatai.
Who is up next?
Yeah. Just checking if the speed of that. Okay, it's just a free action. I am gonna designate Captain Jarl as my prey
Okay.
and spend 6 willpower on this.
All right.
Oof.
Ooh, okay.
I wish I had 6 willpower.
10. I need to spend some before I fumble my action and do not gain willpower because I was full. And I am gonna try to harpoon him.
Okay.
With my Darkwood harpoon.
Okay. He will parry.
He is not a monster, I assume.
He is not a monster.
Not mutated enough for that.
Not yet.
So harpooner.
If I could roll dice, this would be a much different fight.
Ooh.
Oh,
God, that's a lot of dice.
but he does manage to parry it.
Can I push that? I'm not sure it's a good idea to push that.
You can if you
Too much.
like.
That's a lot of dice that could kill me.
That's the problem with rolling a bunch of dice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Oof.
That's better.
Oof. That is
Good
a lot.
reward.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, I don't play.
That is an awful.
he's gonna bleed 1 strength every round, and he has toxicity 3 to resist.
Okay. Just seeing how much damage he actually takes. So he blocked 2.
I have
so
to
it's
say, I
gonna be
love the
6,
bleed effect.
5 damage.
I had 1 success on toxicity, if that passes.
Okay. All right. He is actually going to push his parry. There we go.
Ooh.
Wow. He sure did.
So he blocks 5 of it.
Yikes.
So, and then his armor stops 1. So he is still on his feet, but that went like most of the way through his shield and into his armor. He needs to make an endurance roll. Because he is a human, he's going to spend a willpower to roll melee instead because he's taken this sort of shit before.
Poisonous bastard.
Okay.
That's okay. I have new shit for him when it comes to my turn.
All right. Roll 3 dice for the toxicity of the poison.
I got 1 on the toxicity.
Got 1? Okay, so he will take 1 every round because he failed his roll.
And he takes 1 because of harpooner every round, so he's gonna take 2 strength damage every round.
Yep, so he is starting to bleed out. The 4-armed guy. He's going to use a fast action to move up to there. He does have to scramble up the hill. So he actually falls down. But for his second fast action, he will get back to his feet.
Ooh, he gets second one.
And then he will close with Okatai for his other act. He gets one. Yeah, he gets one extra fast or slow action because of his extra arms.
Eh.
One extra arms.
I'm gonna use my reaction. To stab him as he closes.
Okay.
I'm sure if someone's magic goes badly enough, you'll end up with some.
I have a book. It might give me extra arms.
And the artifact does. Does that count as a monster because of the mutation? I assume not.
No, it is still human. He has no actions left to parry. Oh, his armor completely stops it.
Oh no, Dr. Three.
Ryzen, you're up.
Cool. I'm going to use
Just a sec. He was attacking me.
Yep.
That was my reaction to me block. I have a counter attack when he tried to attack, but did
Okay.
he do his attack?
He's not actually. He doesn't have enough actions to attack.
Oh, okay, he just got into close. Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, Resin.
All right.
no
Ryzen,
problem.
for the first time in forever, actually facing some human combatants.
What? Okay. I am going to use Path of the Song 3 on Captain What's His Name.
Okay.
So I'm going to do my shrill, horrible song, and I'm going to spend. I'm going to go with 4 willpower.
Okay. He does get to roll insight to resist this. Spend a willpower to use might instead. Ooh, no. I need to see if the crown gives him anything.
It didn't work because you didn't explain how he was using might.
Apparently. What's that do? Nope, he has not broken anybody. Okay. Perfect. All right. So he goes down. So yeah, you let out this shrill, and he turns to you and just glaring as and he kind of coughs up some blood. You see a little bit of trickle from his ears, and he kind of looks at Ryzen with just fury and hate. And you notice as he looks at you that he has this weird golden colored eyes. Before they kind of flutter close, and he drops to the ground. Very efficient use of that talent. The Iron Guard.
I was legit not sure how much willpower I needed to spend there, so I said 3 or 4. I'm going to go 4.
Awesome. That was the captain?
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
All right. The plate mail wearing guy on his horse. He's going to stay where he is. And he sees that Trustius has a ranged weapon and nobody else seems to. So he is going to shoot you with his crossbow.
And lots of trees.
Yep, that'll give -1.
So many trees. Plenty of trees. Still plenty of trees.
So many trees.
Shooting an elf in trees. Crazy.
Kogan. Kogan will go up to this guy on Okatai. Oh, sure, I can roll great for him. Just one blow kills him dead.
Nice.
I turn to Kogan and thank him. Like I bow a little quick head bow and come back. Thanks for that one.
This guy has wings. So he is going to just fly right to Trustius. Yeah, because of his wings, he can move two spaces as one action.
These people don't realize my bow is the least thing I can do damage with.
Yep. And he is going to swing his heavy warhammer at you.
I would like to dodge or whatever I can do.
Okay. You can dodge or parry.
Dodge is move, right?
Dodge is move.
I will dodge.
Okay.
If I can.
-2 if you want to remain on your feet.
I don't think I care.
Okay. All right. So
I'll
he's going to.
push.
Okay.
Because willpower kills you more.
Oof.
Oh, God.
So that is going to be 4 damage.
Strength, right? Oh, I have armor. I have armor now.
You can roll for your armor.
I've never actually done this. And just chainmail base roll.
Okay. So 3 damage.
I'm still up. And a whole lot less cocky than I was a second ago.
Desi.
Shit.
I'm good.
Everything is moved.
Nobody's paying attention to me, Desi. Go save Trustius.
Okay. I was checking. Yeah, there's the dead. I had zoomed in on that warrior number 4 to see if they were in danger over there. Yeah, she's gonna make a run for warrior number 2.
Okay.
Oddly enough, silently, like not exclaiming anything, not snarling, nothing.
Okay.
And she'll take a swing at him. Just check.
I had my my COVID booster today. My arm's just starting to get that stiff, painful thing.
Oh.
Yeah. At least I'm not manually rolling dice.
Yeah. All right. That'll
That'd be exhausting.
2 damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna save the willpower.
Okay. So you strike him. Surprising, having killed like dragons with single blows, this guy is still standing somehow.
Yeah. But she's gonna kind of put herself between the two of them.
Okay. Okay. Next. Anything else from Desi?
Chris,
No.
sorry, Chris, can I ask a very quick question?
Yep.
after taking the captain down, did I have the option of doing a fast action or anything, or is that it?
Yes, you totally could have. Yes.
Okay, I'm still learning that. Could I attempt to secure that crown,
I was just going to grab it and put it
Um,
on.
that
or
would
was somebody else going for that?
I'm going for that.
it would be a slow action to get the crown. Fast action
Okay.
to get it. Slow action to put it down.
Okay.
This myth. Well, Okatai's right there. So he's going to move and then he's going to close with Okatai. That is the extent of what he can do. As he gets closer to you, Okatai, you can, because of your heightened Wolfkin senses, you can smell the rot and pestilence coming off of him as he closes with you.
This one is not well.
Cully.
I'm going to use the fast actions and slow action, just like you just said.
Okay.
I'm grabbing the crown and I'm putting it on.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay. Give me an insight roll.
Insight. I should be good at this.
So as you grab it and put it on, when you grab it from, you notice that it has, how many gems does it have? One sec.
Hopefully he didn't have time to attune to it.
Oh, it's not D&D. There's no attunement.
Oh, okay.
So you notice it has 3 gems in it,
Oh, this speaks to Caldy.
and has 4 empty sockets.
Well, we'll have to fill those.
Yeah. And for this very brief moment, you look over at Ryzen, and you see that scepter, and you're like, he's not paying attention. I could kill him and take that. And then you're like,
Good
no.
thing I have great willpower.
And you manage to, but you know that the crown wants that scepter and wants that sword.
We'll deal with that later.
This Iron Guard.
We have a potential massacre on our hands, so let's deal with massacre first.
The end of the campaign, one person's going to have all 3 of these items.
And I'd laugh my ass off if it was a 17-year-old goblin.
He may as well fire his crossbow at Okatai.
I assume I cannot parry because I don't have a shield.
Correct.
I have a free dodge, though.
Yep. -2 if you want to remain on your feet.
-2.
-2. Oof. So that is going to be 4 damage.
How did I? Oh, it's the negative dice.
Yep.
I was like, how did I roll that bad? I saw a 6. No, it's a bad 6.
Yep. So 4 damage, and remember your chainmail reduces your protection against puncture.
So against puncture, the timer is just 3.
Yep.
But the helmet gives me 4 more, so I'm at 7.
Yep.
Just not the 10 I'm used to. And nothing.
So that's 4 points of damage to your strength.
That's a bad day.
And then for his fast action, he will.
Well, I had plans, but it's gonna be something else.
Yeah. He will draw his shield for his fast action.
I will need to roll for a wound.
Oh,
Really?
But I am-
Oh, crap. Okay, dice down.
It did 4 damage to me, and my chainmail protects me nothing against it. So, yeah. But I'm still gonna be angry in a second and killing people.
okay. Are you lucky?
Yeah, I'm lucky.
So it's either ruptured intestines,
Huh.
That sounds bad.
which is bad,
Not bad.
or an impaled thigh.
I don't know what they do, but I'm gonna go with Impale Tide. That's easy.
Right,
Okay.
I'm telling you what to do, but I just think
So the ruptured
It's an
intestine, the ruptured intestines is lethal, and is an automatic disease virulence 6.
Huh. Let's not do that.
The impaled thigh is not lethal, but movement is now a slow action.
Could you add that to my critical injury? Thanks.
Yeah. Oof.
Why am I not? Oh, okay. That's how it works.
Yep.
Sorry, I wasn't finding myself in the initiative thing, but it's just a scroll down.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah. They have. I believe they've updated the initiative thing because I put in a request to the GitHub for it. So it's just a matter of waiting for the next rollout, and in theory, the initiative thing should be fixed. This warrior is going to use both of his actions to move up here. Hopefully, not be prone. He is not prone, but that does take all of his stuff to clamper from the back all the way up out of the pit. Trustius.
all right. So I'm not going with optimization, but I'm going with thematics.
Okay.
Trusty is on his back, right? Because
Yep.
he took that blow. Took a lot of damage. He's going to scowl. The shadows from the trees just lengthen in ways they absolutely shouldn't. And he stands up. So fast action stand up.
Yep.
And he's going to reach out and touch this fellow in the forehead.
Okay.
And cast Weight of Ages.
Ooh.
That do.
Just because he likes being scary.
Good job.
I'll put 4 willpower into that. I don't have an ingredient. Cannot save cast. And a mess up, of course. But he ages 40 years.
All right. So he will permanently lose a point off of an attribute.
More importantly, Desi gets to watch as he just puts a finger to this guy's scalp, and this guy just ages.
That's excellent.
All right. You can roll your mishap though.
I don't want to.
I don't really want you to either. You're standing way too close to me for that.
All right. Your magic makes you hungry, so you can
Oh,
check
I'm
off your
hungry.
$100.
Okay.
Shucks.
That could have been
It's
so much
not
worse.
like-
That could have been Desi. That could have been me. That could have been.
Could have been hungry for human flesh.
This guy, assuming he makes his move roll, is going to close with Kogan.
Again, not optimal, but pretty cool.
Yeah. I'll say that'll probably throw him back a little bit. I mean, he's kind of crazy, but I'll give him a penalty on his next act. And which attribute did you want to drop?
Oh, do I get to choose?
I'll let you choose. Yeah.
I'm gonna choose. It's age, right? So
Yep.
let's say strength.
All right. All right. Back around to Okatai.
Since I dropped to 0 strength, Berserker will activate,
Okay.
and I will need to attack the closest enemy. So, not gonna throw a spear at Garangard like I planned, and I'm gonna try to kill the storm Misgrown that is closest to me.
Okay.
Which I didn't want to attack in close combat because of thinking, but now that I don't think, let's do it. He's in close?
He is close.
Okay. So I am gonna, is he at arm's length or at close?
He's arm's length.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna, use Rust Ice and then my spear.
Okay.
So much for ignoring armor if I don't set.
0 successes.
Yep.
Ooh. Solid hit with the
Wow.
spear, though.
I'm way better with spear. Did he actually have any metal armor? No, leather armor.
No, he's got leather.
Okay.
But he's going to take 2.
And you gotta make a toxicity roll.
Yep. Okay, 1 and 1. So he succeeds. So he's going to take 1, but that's the extent of it. But you also need to make an endurance roll.
Oh. Yeah, it's the Thor guy.
Okay, you do not get inflicted with the disease.
I'm already.
That will bring us around to Ryzen.
Kill them all, Ryzen.
Sorry, do I have anybody I can attack right now?
You can close with, there's one over with Desi. There's one that has just basically climbed up out of the pit. There's one with Kogan, and there's one over with Okatai. All of them are within a fast action to get to.
Is there anybody on our side who's looking particularly hurt that I can get to assist?
Okatai.
Okatai seems to be in a berserk rage. Tresius took a Warhammer blow that pretty much dropped him to his knees.
I'll go help Trustius then.
Okay.
Or Okatai.
Is this misgrown warrior still standing?
Uh-huh. He's older now.
Okay.
Wiser?
He got aged 40 years.
Yeah.
He's almost as old as Caldy.
Okay, so I guess I will go and fast action to draw my bone club, I guess, and strike him with the bone club.
Would be your fast action to draw your weapon, and then your fast action to close within arm's reach of him. So you can get up to him, but you wouldn't be able to attack him if you have to draw your weapon.
You know what? For now, I'm just going to use the scepter, and then I'll change weapons next round.
Okay, perfect. That's already out and in your hand. And it is technically it's not a It's not quite sturdy enough to be a hammer. What I'll do, I'll give you the +1 for hammer fighter, but not the automatic damage if you hit.
Sorry, you're going to give me what again?
So you do get the +1 from your hammer fighter because the principle is the same, but it's not weighted right, so you don't get the automatic damage if you hit.
Okay, I'm just going to roll under the bone club since that's listed as a weapon.
Yep, that makes sense.
I will push.
Okay. Nope. The scepter just it seems almost like it's fighting against you as you try to swing it as a weapon.
Okay.
Not a weapon. What the?
Stop
And the
it.
delicate fine flower.
Knock it off. Okay. One second. He is going to use a slow action to reload. And he's going to kind of spur his horse over here, like he's trying to come around, like he's avoiding the difficult terrain to kind of come around and get a shot. Kogan. Oh, Kogan's got a warrior here.
Why did we ever leave him at home?
That is awesome. Yeah, we were dumb.
The only reason we left him at home is 1 silver a day to pay the guard when he's not there.
EUM dumb.
We left him all because we were broke.
Yeah. Oof. Punches right through his armor.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. He's got Ryzen, he's got Desi, he's got Trustius. Desi seems to be the bigger threat.
I don't know. I just aged in 40 years.
Oh, that's true.
Are you sure
shouldn't
about
say
that?
I shouldn't say that.
No,
But Desi
you
will
really
protect me.
shouldn't.
That's true.
Yes, you will.
He is gonna swing his heavy warhammer in a wide arc.
At who?
At Trustius.
Help.
You can
I
spend
will.
spend a willpower to defend him.
That's what I was just saying. Yes, I will spend the 1 willpower I have
Okay.
to try to parry on his behalf. Come on, Breath.
Squishy mage in the back. Help the squishy mage in the back.
Yeah, I'm just looking for my other. And I will activate Defender. Because I never remember.
Okay.
There we go.
Right. 1 is enough to parry his single success.
Dizzy and Breath to the rescue.
For his second slow action.
Oh, shit.
Actually, wait. For his fast action, he's actually going to swing that hammer around and he's going to hook Trustius' legs.
Oh, no.
I will try to dodge.
Okay. So remember the -2 if you want to remain on your feet.
I don't care.
Okay.
Don't blame you.
Oh.
Okay. So he basically swings it around. He takes your feet out from underneath you. And then he's going to use a slow action to.
Is there damage to that, Chris?
Nope. Hook is a fast action that knocks someone to the ground.
Okay.
But now that you're on the ground, he's going to follow it up with a slow action.
Kill the
And
mage.
because
Yeah,
you're because you're prone, he gets a +2 modifier.
Because he has no willpower. Could I?
Nope, I don't.
Oh God, I don't have to.
full willpower. You can take it from me.
He misses.
Oh God, that was so close.
Yeah, he's only got 1 strength, so he can't push it.
I do have full willpower if you can pull it from me.
Again, if you
I won't resist. I'm not pulling in. There's no point in me pulling anything out of my bag right now. That's all I use it for.
Desi, you're up.
Oh. This warrior right in front of me.
Yeah.
We're taking offense to him
Okay.
being right in front of us. So we're gonna try to cleave him.
Ooh. Ooh.
That should theoretically do it.
Wait, let me roll my 2 armor.
Aren't you glad I'm out of willpower right now?
Oh, his armor stops 1. He only takes 6.
He's like 72 years old, Desi.
Oh, whew. I was gonna say, please tell me that kills him.
That does drop him.
I was starting to worry.
And you still have your fast action.
Okay. She will grin, pat Trustius on the shoulder, and start running toward Misgrown Warrior number 3.
Okay. Yeah, you can get right up to close with him on a single action.
Oh, perfect.
He's in the same zone. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay.
I don't get these fancy extra action things if I don't have any willpower.
The Sormisgon is going to try to shove his short sword into Okatai. Successfully, even.
It's a new round, so I guess I have my free dodge or my free parry. It's a sword.
You do.
I'm gonna start with the parry. I'm better at it.
Okay. It's -2 to parry a stab.
Okay. -2 to parry a stab.
Yep.
Sword fighters do get them, and they sound their.
Yep. That is enough to successfully parry him. Let's see. Caldy, you're up.
You have to come to me, Caldy.
I'm coming right to you. Yeah. Is the crown telling me anything? Giving me any extra powers that I can immediately know, or do I?
Nope.
And then I'm moving right by Prestius.
Okay.
That's my fast action. And my slow action is I'm going to take a shot at that guy on the horse, which I think is warrior number 3.
The guys on the horses are the Iron Guard.
They're the
Oh,
ones
they're over
farther
there.
away. The one I want to get out of their horse.
All right. Well, I'm just going to take a shot at the warrior number 3 then, because that's a bit too far away from me, I think, for a sling.
Yep.
Because 3 hasn't been hit yet, I don't think.
He is not.
Throw a rock at the sustenance wing. Hate him.
Nice.
Punches through his armor, even. He apparently did not even see that coming. He's concentrating on Desi, and this rock hits him on the side of the head.
Ping.
Lied to me, clang.
All right, Iron Guard. Iron Guard.
This fight is not done by any means.
Oh no.
Iron Guard. He's going to not quite close with Okatai, but he's going to draw out his. He's going to draw out his Morning Star flail. He's going to draw out his flail as he goes. Warrior number 3 here is going to rake its claws across Desi's face.
Oh no! I
Uh,
would like to parry that.
okay. Oh, what a shitty ass roll.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Your parry is free, so you don't have to worry about rolling it. Trustius.
All right, so Trestius is going to, with this dead husk in front of him, stand up. Callie calling for, he's willing to give up his willpower. Reach out and grab Caldy in the back of the head. Just he's taller than Caldy, so just like the back of the neck, and siphon his willpower.
Okay.
I will cast transfer.
All right. How much willpower are you putting into it?
I only need to. It's not contested, so I only need to do 1, I think. And I think I have a drop of my blood available since I'm bleeding all over the place.
Okay.
So, can you take and give?
I can, yeah. Have the ingredient. Can't save cast because it's rank 3. Power level doesn't really matter. I will take. How much you got, Collie?
You reach out with your magic, and the spell fails.
What?
Spell seems to have no effect on Cully.
Fucking crown. All right, that's me.
Okay. This guy. Oh, he's got an angry orc. He's going to swing at the angry orc. He's going to miss the angry orc. Okatai.
Still burger. And the first one's going to fill up, so I'm gonna try to correct that.
Okay.
I'm again in a situation where I don't see my roll.
0 successes, but no skull showing.
I mean, I'm burger. Could you put that for me?
Okay. Oof. Some damage to your strength, some damage to him, and some damage to your sword.
Okay, on my second attack.
Okay.
Miss.
2 damage. Actually, 2 damage is enough to kill him.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the one that Kogan is attacking with the spear, because I can attack at close and not just at
Okay.
on them. Did I get anything?
4 successes, 4 damage.
It'll be fine.
His armor only stops 1, but that's enough to kill him. You do have to make an endurance roll against the virulence of the sword guy.
I hate that guy. Like, profoundly a lot. I don't want to get sick. Anything? And I took damage to 10.
That is a failure.
Did I get any skull on that?
You do have a skull showing, so it's going to be damage to your strength if you push.
Yeah, I only have 2 strength left, so I don't think that's a good plan.
Okay. So Okatai is diseased.
It's okay. I'll make a great zombie. Or hang in there, Okatai.
Right. So there is no condition for sick, but you are sick, which has some consequences. That will take us to Razin.
Okay. Am I in hand to hand with somebody?
No, but you can close with the one that's up with Desi.
Sorry, where am I right now? Oh, okay. So the guy that I'm near right now has been taken out?
Yep.
Okay, then I'll move to help Desi then.
Perfect. And you could attack him with the scepter if you want, or you could take the moment to draw out your actual club.
I'll take the moment to draw out the club.
Okay, perfect. All right, this Iron Guard. He is now reloaded. He sees probably Desi as a bigger threat. So he's going to fire a crossbow at Desi.
Desi would like to dodge.
Okay. -2 if you want to remain on your feet.
Can I parry that?
You can, but it's -2.
So, same.
Yeah, I'll dodge. And I don't care about staying on my feet.
Okay.
I have rank 2. But it's not giving me my +1. Like Defender has it coded in. So I think it's Defender. Something has it coded in.
Yeah.
For whatever reason it isn't for dodge though.
1 sec, I can fix that.
I mean, I can add the modifier, but It's weird that it doesn't have the option.
Now it should show up.
Check.
If you have to click dodge, not move. So like on your combat page down at the bottom.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I just added it, so it should show up if you
Yes,
click
it's
dodge.
showing there now.
Okay, perfect. Ooh. So that's going to be 4 points of damage unless you want to push it.
I do want to push it.
Okay.
That's better.
All right, so you do throw yourself out of the way because your 2 successes cancel out his 2. Kogan is going to take off running around. Desi, you're up.
Okay. With my dodge, did I end up prone?
You are prone unless you take that -2.
Okay. So, getting back to my feet is
Fast action.
fast?
Yep.
Perfect. Since he's right there, I don't need to use any kind of move. So I will fast action back up to my feet, do a little kick up, and then I will slice at him with breath.
Okay.
We'll see if we can.
Oof.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Nope. Three is just enough to drop him.
Excellent.
That will take us to Caldy.
There's nobody really close, eh?
No, the only enemies left standing are the Iron Guard.
The Iron Guard is 1 away. I can throw a rock at him, right?
Yep.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Although I think I only got 2 rocks left, including this one.
And he will. I was gonna say he'll use his free parry.
Yeah, I'm not pushing. So
Yeah. Some of those things he has to declare it before you roll anyway, so it does use up his free parry.
perfect. Then fast action. Can I grab a couple more rocks?
You can grab one as a fast action.
All right. Then I just won't delete this one.
Okay. His turn. Oh, there's a Berserk Wolfkin here that he is going to close with. And he's going to swing that flail around.
He's moving too close.
Yep.
I'm going to stab him when he gets too close.
Okay.
He'll get his action back.
So he hits for 2.
Try to dodge after I try to stab him.
Yeah. He'll trust to his armor. Yeah, your spear does not penetrate his And you dodge out of the way of his flail. Trustius, you're up.
Okay, so fast action. I'm going to, if Caldy does not stop me, try to knock the crown off his head.
Okay. That is a disarm.
Absolutely going to try to stop you. I thought you were going to take my willpower.
I was trying, but the crown is stopping me from doing it.
So that is a disarm. So a melee roll.
If he's preventing me from doing it, I won't do it at all.
All right, I will take it off myself if you. Yeah. As long as you don't grab it, as long as you knock it off, I'll let you do it.
All right.
If I can pick it up on my next turn, then I will let you do it.
Okay.
But don't. If you're taking it, I'm going to roleplay that you're not taking my gold.
So yeah, he's not trying to take it. He's clearly trying to remove it.
Okay. All right.
And
sure.
Okay, so that's fast action. We'll see what happens after that. Everything okay so far?
Yeah, you knock it off easily.
Okay. Slow action. I will try to transfer again.
Okay.
With my 1 willpower I have left.
Does not work.
Impossible.
Inconceivable.
Well, that's B, I guess.
Yeah. There's definitely something blocking your magic.
Oh, I'm liking this.
That will take us around to Okatai. I know it's hard to see, but there is an iron guard right there.
Just a little pale. Might be iron deficiency. I'm trying to fix that.
There you go. And he will use his fast action to parry.
So full action to attack and fast action to attack afterwards.
Okay.
Sorry, it won't be long.
No worries. So he's going to parry your sword attack. He views the sword as being more threatening than your pointy piece of wood.
That's not true, but good for him.
Well, the sword will rust his armor if it touches. So, from the guy in full plate, the sword might be more problematic.
He parries. You do have another. If you push this roll, Rustbright will break.
No, I'm not pushing.
Okay.
My strength is to the point where I'm not pushing anymore.
Okay.
The right weapon. Next thing, our boon is here.
Okay. 3 damage. Boy, that's a lot of dice for no successes.
Wow.
That is enough to drop him. Which will take us to Razin. There is one guy left.
Is he in hand to hand with me?
No, he is like way across the pit.
Oh. Well, I'm not going to clear that distance anytime soon, so I'm going to start making my way to the camp.
Okay. Him. He's gonna ready his sword or his Morning Star and his shield. That's his actions. Kogan. Kogan is gonna charge him. Sec here. I'll make this guy a little bit easier to see. Kogan. Oh, I forgot his sword fighter die. That's not gonna matter. And free defense. There we go. Okay, that's Kogan. Desi. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. There's nobody on our side of the clearing now.
No, the only guy left is this this guy over here
Over
that
with
Kogan is
Kogan.
fighting. Yeah.
Well, there's no way I'm gonna get all the way over there. I'm gonna jump down into the pit.
Okay.
I have confidence in Kogan.
Okay. Give me a move roll.
I'll sheathe breath before I jump down, just to make sure I don't like dive onto my own sword. Which one? Move?
Move. Okay. You make it down, kind of sliding, tumbling, landing on your feet.
I was really worried that I was gonna fall, and the most damage I'll have taken in this battle is me versus gravity.
Gravity's the thing.
It is, and it's unforgiving, and it always wins. She's gonna hold up her hands.
Okay.
We're here to help.
Yeah, the slaves are just kind of cowering, listening to the battles up above.
Yep, she's trying to be, which for Desi is not really a thing. She's trying to be comforting. Ish.
Ish. You can give me a manipulation roll.
Right. Sure, I can.
But you do get +3 modifier.
Oh. Do you want me to just re-roll that then?
Yes.
3. Holy crap. It's insane.
All right. So the fact that you're not one of their captors, and maybe they vaguely recognize you from the previous encounter when they were slaves of the religious folks.
And I put my bloody sword away before I,
And you put your sword
Jump
away before
down.
you reached out to them.
instead of, coming down, sword out and swinging.
But yeah, they are cowering, but they're kind of looking and like, thank you. Coldy.
Well, Colby put the crown back on,
Okay.
and that's his fast action.
Yeah.
And for his regular action, how far can I get? Can I get up by Desi?
You can with a successful move roll.
And
If you
can I
fail,
just get to the?
if you fail, you'll be with Desi, but you'll be prone.
Yeah, I don't want to be prone, so I'll just gonna move there.
Okay.
My move sucks.
Yeah. Trustius.
Take a shot with the bow. I suppose, right?
Yep.
Fast action, I will ready.
Okay.
Not that it matters because I don't have any willpower, but it would in the future. No need to push.
This bounces off his armor.
Yeah, see, I'm mage, not an archer.
Bing.
And my mage stuff is not working, so I'm okay with it.
Okatai.
I had an idea. Could I try to the dead Iron Guard? Could I take his horse?
Not in your berserk state.
Yeah, that's what I guessed. But I was not sure if that, since it's used, I would have used it to close with the other guy. Taking a chance. I'm gonna try to throw a harpoon at the other Iron Guard.
Okay.
With quick draw, I can draw it as a not an action.
So it's going to be medium range.
So I got a -2 for that.
-2.
What I got.
That is a hit. He blocks most of it.
Did I do at least 1 point of damage?
You did.
So he's gonna take 1 point of strength damage every round. And we can roll for toxicity.
Yep.
Let's attack. 1, 2, 3. There's nothing. But since I hit him with a harpoon, I'm gonna. He's at medium range.
Yep.
I assume it's more than 10 meters.
It is.
Okay, so I cannot talk on the cord. It's too far away.
Okay.
I would have tried to pull in closer.
For sure. All right. Ryzen, you've made your way over to where their little encampment is set up. And yeah, there's supplies, things like that, things that they would need for a dig, rations, water supplies, digging tools, all that sort of thing. What kind of catches your eye though is there are small amounts of this metal. At first glance, you think maybe it might be silver ore, but it has kind of a gray undercoating to it. So like if it was silver, but pearlescent in a way, and just like tiny amounts, probably not even enough to smelt a coin with.
So are these like little like nugget ingots kind of thing? Like if you were like panning for gold in a river?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Okay. I'll collect some for now since it stands out.
Okay. But other than that, it's the sort of things you would expect to find at a dig site. So there is enough food here that everybody will be able to top up their food and their water to D12s. And assorted hand tools and the like that you could probably use back at the village. But nothing that catches your eye as being anything valuable other than these strange metal things. Over here. Gonna try to kill me a Kogan.
He's like a silver a week. Hit him.
Oh, he just did. Kogan will try to parry.
Koga.
All right. Well, assuming the critical doesn't kill him, he is an orc. Ooh, broken arm. He can shake that off.
It's similar to Berserkers. I remember well. We can just regenerate once.
Yep. So yes, orcs are notoriously hard to put down. So Kogan's like kind of like shifts his like grabs his sword with his good arm, and swings it recklessly. But not well. He's slowly nickel and diming this guy. Oh, and that guy would have taken a point of strength. Bleeding.
I don't know why that guy hasn't run yet.
Well, religious fanatics are what they are.
Yeah, the fact that it didn't run away gave me the point that they were religious fanatics.
Desi.
Yeah. Um. It's okay. We're here to help. What do I hear up on the other side?
Fighting, growling.
Still?
Yep.
Okay.
Clanging of metal on metal. Orcish cursing.
All right. So it looks like on that side that there's kind of a smoother path as opposed to the kind of wild take a swan dive on
Yep.
that side. Can she just get up and into that if she uses both of her actions?
Yep.
Okay, that's what she'll do. And she'll draw breath as she goes. Like once she gets past, once she passes that villager,
Okay.
she'll draw her blade.
Okay. So drawing your blade does take a fast action, so you can't quite close with them as you draw your blade.
Okay. I will
Yeah.
be right here then.
Yeah. I mean, you can still be in the same zone because
Okay,
no,
just not at contact.
Yeah. Nope. So you can be there. Yeah. Coldy.
I think Caldy, I kind of want to try this crown to see if it's got any features. So I'm going to move into this section. And then, is that a fast action?
One zone is a fast action.
All right, so I will go there, and then I will say, we're bringing you freedom, and we have a village that you may live and thrive in if you follow us.
You're with.
And I will try to bring them onto our side and give them a little inspiration that they're not slaves anymore and they don't have to live like this.
They just kind of point after Desi. They're like, "Are you with her?"
Yes, she's with me.
Huh.
Hey, I'm wearing a crown.
Yeah, and they'll kind of look after her, and then they'll look back to you.
Well, I do have manipulation and performance, so.
Yep. But yeah, Desi's already successfully manipulated them.
Okay, fair enough.
The crown doesn't make you feel any different. You don't. I mean, aside from the fact that you're wearing a golden crown, you don't feel any more majestic or noble.
Yeah, it's psychological. I'm acting it that way anyway.
For sure.
All right, and that's all I'm going to do.
Okay. Trustius.
We'll shoot another arrow, I think.
Okay.
I'm not even sure it's worth an arrow, but we'll try.
Ooh, you get 1 damage on him.
That's agility, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna push.
Okay. Oof.
Oh God. Okay.
So how would you like to do this?
So Trustius is a bit frustrated, right? He's been throwing magic around, and his magic's been stumped. It's been stumped. And it's been stumped, and he's gonna do like a bit of a Hawkeye thing. Fired off one arrow, and then Caldy runs around with his crown that's stopping his magic, and he just looks like completely opposite of the direction of his target, and does one of those Hawkeye thunk.
But yes, as Kogan is like growling at this guy, holding his broken arm, basically probably does like the Riggs thing from Lethal Weapon, just kind of like snaps it temporarily back into place. And he's getting ready to finish this guy, and then this arrow just kind of catches him like through the slit of Advisor, because I mean 4 successes is 4 successes.
Right.
And he drops. Kogan lets out this yell of like, kind of like thank God and what the fuck.
Yeah.
And then it is
Something like "Thank the fuck" or "What the god."
yeah. And it is quiet again.
As Okatai doesn't see any more enemies, he's gonna draw his harpoon from the body of the captain.
Okay.
And proceed to try to calm down the horse.
The horses seem remarkably unperturbed by any of the combat.
Great religious fanatic horses.
War trained combat mounts.
Same difference.
Well, I have to calm them, at least urge them and grab them by the bridle.
Yeah.
Can I see Culty from where I am?
I would think so.
I wasn't sure because there's a couple of big rocks in the way.
Yeah.
Is Culty wearing the crown?
He is.
I'm rocking that crown.
Did you ask them what the first thing they found that the
I'm
overseer
surprised.
looked at so intensely? I don't think I'm in the right headspace to ask a question right now.
I'm surprised Kelty's not wearing it as a necklace. Just slips right down over his ears.
I got a big head.
So, as I say that, I'm going to pull the arrow out of my tight and
Okay.
try to staunch the bleeding.
The good news is your thigh is not a lethal wound.
Go for 2d6 dice.
I just gotta check something. So yes, so Okita, you feel a little bit kind of like hot and a little bit feverish.
Oh, I think we need to burn this one. He's not well. He's rotted. He splashed on me. This is disgusting. Get to the edge of the pit.
Okay.
To be able to see people down.
Yep.
Desi, can you ask them what they found the first time that the overseer was so intent on looking for before the crown? Oh, feels so good. I'm gonna take a bit of water out of my gourd.
Does he look confused when he says before?
When we spot them first, one of them, the miner, got something out of the ground and brought it to the overseer. That seemed important. That was before the crown.
There was nothing on him?
I didn't think of checking on him. I'll go do that.
Desi'll walk toward Caldy slowly.
Okay.
How you feeling, Caldy?
Rare battle, I didn't get hit.
That's good, because I was kind of busy with Trustius, sorry.
No problem. He needed the help.
How's the... And she'll gesture, like, toward her head with one finger.
Oh yeah, this is seems a bit greedier than I am even, but I got it under control. No worries. My will is strong.
Okay, it's not talking to you or anything.
No, it hasn't said a word, and it doesn't seem to give me any powers except for Trustius tried something on me and it didn't seem to work. So maybe it blocks magic.
Right. Between Caldy and Desi, whichever one of you has the best insight, give me an insight roll.
Oh, that would
Insight?
be Caldy.
I have 3 and wits of 5.
Definitely cold.
I have a wits of 3 and I'm down 1 right now.
Okay.
Definitely Caldy.
Should I make a roll?
Yep.
Yes, please.
All right. So as Desi starts to get a little bit closer to you, now that there's not the chaos of the fighting, the little hairs on the back of your goblin neck start to stand up on edge, and you have the very distinct feeling you're being watched.
My goblin sense is tingling. I think somebody's watching us.
And since you got 2 successes, whatever is watching you, there is a feeling of hate that you have never felt before.
Oh, and a lot of people hate Caldy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not noticing this at all.
Nope.
Okay.
Something evil, angry, and malevolent is watching this, Desi. I need you to stick close to me.
That's weird.
Yeah,
just
I
for a look
know.
away, just to make sure it's not him.
Yeah.
From limited experience here, that sounds like it could be the whole frickin' island.
Yeah, no. It's pure, unadulterated, malevolent hatred. Yeah, stick close by me. Something's here that probably wants the crown, and if it wants the crown, it probably wants the sword and the scepter too.
Does he look around warily? Kind of trying to see, like, if there's some kind of a threat that she can notice.
Can I make a scouting roll to see if I can see it?
She'll look at each of the villagers in turn, just to make sure.
Great idea.
Desi, as you're looking around, you don't catch anything. Caldy, you don't spot anything. But Desi, you do notice that the crown that Caldy's wearing, it looks like it's made of gold. And even though you know it was just recently unearthed, it seems like it's like brand spanking new. And it has 3 gems inset in it. And it has empty sockets for
Just went silent there.
Empty sockets for 4 more.
I wonder if this is the gems to we need to get all the gems to what's that ritual for where the that we have to perform?
Binding.
Yeah, the binding.
No idea. I mean, I can try to find out tonight, but I'm not getting anything at the moment.
Don't
Yeah.
put any gem in
Am I
it.
still?
Don't put any gem in it before we know what we're doing.
Am I feeling that longing still?
You are. And Ryzen, since you're assuming you finished up at the camp and kind of make your way back after the fighting stops, you can feel like a little, like a mental tug from the scepter towards Caldy. And as Ryzen gets closer, Caldy, that feeling of being watched intensifies.
Yeah. I wonder if it has something to do with it's getting stronger. I wonder if it has something to do with the other artifacts getting closer to me, getting closer to the crown.
So, Chris, when you say tug, what exactly do you mean?
Like just like a mental desire to go to where Caldy is.
Okay.
Not enough to like overwhelm your personality, but enough for you to be aware it's there.
Like the ice cream section of the grocery store.
Yeah. You know there's ice cream there. You kind of want ice cream, but you also realize you probably shouldn't.
While all those people are having internal doubt, I'm gonna go check on the captain and check if he has anything on him.
He's got his gear. You know, he's got an axe. He's got chainmail. Like I'll post a list of the gear to the Discord.
I'm mostly looking for the other thing that got unearthed and brought to him?
There are a couple of these nuggets of this strange metal. And there's also a set of keys for the shackles.
Huh. Nice. I'm gonna take both those things. Is Desi still in the pit?
People are fairly free to move about wherever they like. So
Yep, Desi's still down there by Culdy.
We should load up with
Oh.
the food so we can ramp up to D12s, right?
yeah, there is enough food and water for everybody to reset their food and water to D12s.
Do you mind if we do that now?
Oh, that's fine.
Does that include having a bit of food for the people in the pit?
Yeah, there's enough here. There was rations here for half a dozen people for a couple of weeks, so there's plenty of food to go around.
Okay. I'm gonna walk slowly down the pit because I'm still hurt from the harrow in my tent, and proceed to start unlocking the stackable of people.
They're quite thankful. They do seem to they're a little bit wary of the orc and the wolfkin. But at the same time, they're like, okay. Now what?
As I'm unpacking them,
I don't.
you were brought here by the red lady that I harpooned the last few days.
Yeah, we were. Some of them were here longer than me. Some of them were here already. But I don't even know where we are.
Do you know if she survived?
I don't think so.
Good. I won't have to hunt her down then. Those guys were making you search for stuff.
Yeah. Digging up the metal and kind of like glances over at the corpse of the commander. It's like the commander said he had there was something valuable here other than the white metal.
Did you overhear anything about that metal or what he was looking for?
No, probably that, and he gestures over to the crown. But he said he was here on a vision from his god. There was something of great value in the earth. We thought maybe it was like ore, silver, gold, iron, whatever that is. But maybe it was that.
Okay. We learned that you were enslaved a bit after we encountered the caravan, so we came to stop that. We were doing that to protect our village. At first, we didn't realize the extent of what those cultists were doing. Sorry about not acting that day.
Oh, you gotta protect your own.
That being said, you're free now. You can do whatever you will. If you have a place to go back to, and see if we can help you find it. But for now, our village is a bit farther away from here. We're gonna go back there, and if you need a place to rest and a place to stay, you're welcome to follow.
Yeah, I get our strength back, and then see if we can figure out how to get back home, I guess.
Yeah. If anyone wants to stay, we probably gonna need a couple of hands to hunt a bit more food so we can feed all of you. You're welcome. And if you want to go back home, we'll see how we can help you find a way.
Yeah, I think home sounds good, but I don't even know where that would be. It's been weeks since I was taken, marching day and night.
You're free. You got a place to stay, and we can figure out where is home in time. I mean, we're gonna try to make caravans to try to trade with people. So if we can find your place where you live, maybe we can trade with them.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Okadai, if I could have a minute.
The guy I was talking to, I'm gonna give him the key for the people that I have not yet unlocked.
Okay.
Can you play the other, please? And I'm gonna go like, I don't know how you say that in English. Like, when you got a club foot,
Limp.
limping to Dresden. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Okadai, this crown, it's something else. I'm gonna need to spend some time to understand it.
You don't think it's one of the 7 things?
I think it may be the crown of the 7 things. But I'm not sure that Caldy is going to be willing to part with it.
I don't know if that's one of, like, are all of the 7 things equal, or some of them are more equal than others?
I don't know. But I do know that the only way for me to figure it out is to have some time to study it. I can tell you that it resists my magic. So
Okay.
I would not want to take it from the goblin. It's better that he allows me to do my research from his own free will.
I mean, just be wary, as I was before, of one person having too many of those things at the same time.
The crown has 3 gems in it already.
Do you recognize them as the same kind of gem as the sword?
It takes some time for me to know for sure, but I believe that crown has 3. We have 3. Leaves 1 more. But 1 man holding that particular crown. Well, until we know what it does, is probably unwise.
And maybe if Risen can sleep a bit, you can try to speak with the Scepter and we can learn a bit more.
And the gems are elves, so I can speak to them myself.
Repeat that, please. Sorry, my head is in the fog.
The souls in the gems, they're elves.
Yeah. Do you think you could speak with them?
I could attempt to.
Okay. I'd say just 1 at a time, please, but the crown already has 3, so.
We've seen what Brith can do with 1. The crown with 3 is... Well, I could tell you it stopped my magic, and my magic is... Well, we've seen what my magic can do.
I know. I'll confer with the other about this. I think it's a wise path of action to study it before we go any further with it.
Thank you, Okadai. Yeah. You lead us home, and if you can convince Caldy to relinquish the crown, I will do what I can to figure out what it does, where it came from, etc., etc.
At least leave it with you for the night for you to make studies on it.
in 2
preferably.
years. So I might have the information.
I'll talk with him.
We should go hunt.
That's
just
it. I have to
wearing-
go to bed.
Okay.
Have a good night.
See you on the next one.
All right.
Night.
Night.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do?
We want to pull all the 2 horses and start gathering all the materials we can bring back home.
Okay.
And at some point of that, I'm gonna have a talk with Colby and the others. Did you speak out about that bad feeling and evil out loud enough for me to hear, Colby?
Excuse me. Probably. I wasn't hiding it.
I was just because we were walking around in different places, just making
Yeah, I
sure.
was talking in a normal tone of voice to Desi, who was next to me. So I guess that's GM's rules.
Well, you notice as you're kind of like gathering up the supplies that are here at the encampment and helping the prisoners and getting food and all that sort of stuff. That feeling of being watched, the only time it goes away is if Desi and Risen are like 50, 60 feet away from you. Like as soon as either one of them gets close to you, that feeling returns.
All right. But the other 2 aren't getting the same feeling when they're close to me.
They will start to pick up on it. Basically, whoever has the highest insight's the one that makes the roll for the group. But they will gradually become aware of it. And it does seem to be, if Desi and Ryzen are together, no feeling. But as soon as either or both of them are with Kuldi, with the crown, that feeling returns.
The crown evil or something? That's weird. Or
But
the other 2 evil and the crown's all right, maybe.
I mean, either the crown is because the crown has 3 gem in it, so it might be 3 items that were combined to make this crown. So it might be more. And it also could be something else. Maybe those other relic that we were looking for were taken by the enemy and made into something else with this crown.
Maybe the other items know that to perform this ritual, we're going to have to take the gems away from them and put them into the crown.
But I don't want
That
it
will mean
to
the destruction of their identities or whatever.
I don't want us to do anything rash right now with.
Oh no, we're not doing anything rash yet.
Uh,
The only rash thing we did is attack a superior force, but we got good. We did it all. We did all right.
and you put the crown on without checking first, but it's fine. Turns out fine. You didn't melt. I'm happy you didn't melt.
Yeah, well, if anybody's going to have the crown, I prefer it's me because I have the highest empathy and the highest wits. I don't think agility and strength are going to help with this one.
Since unlike other games, the party here actually has like really good intelligence scores. As you're thinking about this, the game master will just throw you out a little clue. You know that there are 7 things, seven souls that are involved in this.
Right.
The crown has 3. Desi has 1. Ryzen has 1. Which means whenever one of them is with the crown, that's more than half of them in one location.
Yep.
That might attract the attention of the enemy as the danger for him is getting close. That's the feeling I have. Am I off start? What I suggest is tonight, those of you who are close to their gem can try to see if they know anything about this. And since they are Elven Gem, I thought Tristius could maybe give a try at trying to commune with the crown.
I actually have no problem with that, except that I want one night first, just to see if I can attune to it, or if it comes to me, something comes to me in my dreams, like it does with Desi. But after tonight, I have no problem with him doing that. No problem. No more problem than I do with anything Trestius does with a magic item like the book. Which means I'm always a bit wary.
Did you have a repulsion when you took the crown?
I had no reaction at all. The only thing I notice with the crown is when Trestius tried to do something magic on me, there was absolutely no effect, and I get the feeling that the scepter and the sword do not like the crown very much.
I think we need to keep the item not too close for now till we know better. I don't have a problem that you spend the first night with the crown if we see what happens from there, and we can see if Precious can analyze it better. Where was I going with that? Sorry, this thing makes me foggy. Yeah.
We should do all of this in the village.
Yeah, but I think we should keep the crown, the sword, and the crown far from the other two for now. Even if they want to get together till we know better what they'll do with it.
I don't think the scepter and the sword want to be around the crown.
I mean, Desi described the feeling of the sword with longing as she looked at the crown from far away.
Yeah, from
maybe that thing was made to bring them together, so it calls to them even if they don't want to.
Yeah, when they get close to me, I get the feeling that something malevolent out there hates me.
My guess is once we have more than half the item close together, the clues or the thing we're supposed to vanish with those, and notice that the things are getting closer to being reunited, and that's the feeling you get.
That's very insightful. Now, wasn't there another thing that they found here? Have we found what that was?
They were excavating this strange metal. I have a couple of nuggets that I found on the captain. I don't know what that metal is, but they were looking for it.
Well, maybe we have a blacksmith back at the village that can tell us.
I mean, we can send a couple of miner here. Would this place be appropriate for a quarry, Chris?
Absolutely.
We can send a couple of people to bring stone from here, and maybe we can find more of that metal, but we'll need to send guards with that, just to be safe.
Yeah, absolutely, because, I mean, if religious fanatics with plate mail and wings came here once, maybe they could come again.
Might come again, yeah. But we can get some stone from here and maybe more of that metal and understand what it is and what it does.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Right now, my plan is to gather all the materials we can from here, and anyone who wants to come back to the village with us can help us haul that back home. And we can charge the horses. I think I'm gonna ride on one because I'm gonna slow down the group if I try to walk. One of the arrows got through my tight and stabbed me in the other tight. I think our best bet for now is to pack up, leave this place. The slave told me that the lady in red is probably dead out of her wound, so I don't think we need to pursue them anymore. And they don't have much memory of where they came from, so I doubt they can give us information as to where they got them, where they're going, or if they have a camp somewhere. We can certainly ask that.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. So yeah, you guys know that with Okatai leading, you guys could probably make it back to your village by. You can make your way back to your village by nightfall. You're actually not that far away. It makes perfect sense to just build off of what is already here and have a quarry ready to go.
And from what I remember, we did a big circle to get here, so that place is
Yeah.
actually not close to home.
Correct.
While part of that conversation was going on, Desi's gonna try to find out from the villagers what else they've dug up, if anything.
Just the nuggets of that silvery metal. Don't know if it's worth anything. Need to find a smith to be able to assess it. But the overseer seemed mighty interested in it. That's it, really. Rocks, lots of rocks.
And then the crown.
And the crown. I mean, I don't put much stock in religious visions, but he says his God told him something was valuable was here, and there's a lot of gold in that crown.
Yeah, that's not the value of it. There's something more valuable than gold in that crown.
That's true, there are gems.
That's closer. So we're taking everybody back to our village, and they can decide if they'd like to try to find their way home on their own or if they'd like to stay.
Yep. And if they want to stay, they can give a hand with hunting and gathering food to make sure we can feed them.
Like everybody else does.
Yep. I didn't promise them a free meal. I promised them a plate.
When she says even us, she'll make sure that she's looking at the villagers when she says that.
Yeah, I mean, some of us will probably make our way home once we figure out where exactly it is, but some people here, I don't think they even have a home.
As much as I'd like to hand out free meal, sadly.
Oh no, understood.
But we do have a kitchen, so if you can help us hunt a bit of thing and get some vegetable out of the ground, we can cook it.
Mirabelle over there's a pretty decent cook.
Right. You can help us with the hens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the place we freed from other problems. So pretty sure you'll get along well with the people over there.
Excellent. All right. So yeah, you guys can get the villagers up and on their feet. Load up with supplies. Like I said, there's a bunch of hand tools and stuff like that. Food, a couple of horses, 2 full sets of plate mail, some heavier weapons than you're used to, some ranged weapons that aren't a bow. And make your way back to your village, which is where we will pick things up next week.
Awesome.
XP will probably be a little light because it's one of the things when you don't explore and you don't fight monsters and stuff. But
just peoples.
Peoples are not worth XP. Did you participate in the game session? Yes. Did you travel through at least one hex that you had not yet visited? Unless you really want to go out of your way on the way back with a bunch of like wounded ex-slaves,
No.
it's not even feasible.
No, I'm taking the quickest route.
Travel through at least one hex? Nope. Discover a new adventure site? Nope. Defeat a monster? Nope. Find a treasure? Yes. No
Well,
functions?
I mean, they found it. We took it from them.
Yeah. Build a function? No. Activate pride? No. Suffer from dark secret? No. Nobody risked their life?
Didn't since the quarry is just it doesn't take any resources to build. Doesn't finding a quarry count as building a quarry?
You still need. I think you don't need any tools or anything for a quarry, do you?
Nope. It's
No.
just it's zero resources. It takes tools to exploit it, but not to.
So yeah, I'll say that counts as a thing. You can add it to your stronghold.
It's a bit stretch, but we didn't do much in terms of XP this game, so I don't feel too bad.
Nobody risked their life. Is there anything somebody felt was an extraordinary action?
The arrow
Sabotage
of Texas in the eye.
That was pretty good. I was
That's
going to say
very true.
Okatai's 7-8.
Oh, when I was really angry at the guy.
So that's going to be a 4 XP.
Talents to raise those is 3 times whatever the number is.
Yeah, 3 times the level you're going to.
Sorry, we're getting 4 each somehow?
Yep. Participation, treasure. 3 each.
Okay, because I only got the first 2. I was like, where did 3 and 4 come from?
Yep. So game session, treasure, building a function because this place can be used as a quarry. So it's 3 for everybody, and then 4 for Trustius and Okatai for basically one-shotting a couple of things.
Mind if I use 6 of that to bump up my fast footwork?
You'll be able to do that after you rest.
Okay.
Just because for some things timing matters.
All right, so we're gonna play the walk home then.
We're not gonna the walk home. You guys will get home at nightfall.
Okay, cool.
It's like it's like 12:30, and you guys are a quarter day journey away. It's just now that you have so many of the gems, the enemy is aware of you, kind of like the Eye of Sauron sort of thing.
Yeah, that was my guess.
So you may or may not get rest.
Gotcha.
So, but we'll pick that up next week.
Excellent session. Thanks, Chris.
Perfect. I mean, it was a long combat, but you guys did really well. I thought that combat was going to go much worse for you guys.
I thought I thought there was a pretty good chance of TPK.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the first roll the captain did. I was very afraid for our life after that.
Yeah.
I just got really lucky on the predatory instinct.
Yeah. But yeah, the earthquake all but took out one of the Iron Guards. He had like 2 health left after that. And then
That's why you fell so fast.
yeah, and then some good hits on the captain dropped him before he really got a chance to do anything.
But he has like 5 melee. That was terrifying.
Well, the thing with the captain is the captain has Axe Fighter as a talent, so if he inflicts any damage at all with his axe, it's an automatic crit.
Yeah. I thought about axe because of that. Axe are cool.
Axe Fighter and Executioner. It's like, oh, I do damage, I cut your head off.
Oh, right, because Executioner can choose what...
Yeah, Executioner 3, you choose your crit.
Oh god, that makes it terrible.
That's... yeah. So some lucky rolls when you needed them, and some really shitty armor rolls on my end. But yeah.
You got. I know it's supposed to happen more often than that, but you got a few very good armor rolls.
I got a couple, yeah. But yeah, I thought that combat was going to go differently, but like the one bad crit was on somebody who had lucky, so
Since I'm blocking with my face and using Berserker as a way to stay in fight,
yeah.
I need more pointed lucky. Lucky is definitely what's gonna keep me alive or dead.
But yeah, we
All right,
will.
guys, I'm going to wish you a good night because I'm exhausted.
No worries. We will see everybody next week.
Yep. Night, guys.
Have a
Take
good night,
care,
guys.
Hey everyone, it was
Night.
great.
No game
Night.
tomorrow, right?
No.
No D&D tomorrow, right?
I'm
Awesome.
playing D&D, but I don't
I
play
need
tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.